Did the light novel king Sao just get dethroned? And by who? So what's up guys, Foxen here. Last week you saw the top 10 selling manga of 2018. Today let's go ahead and do the same, but this time for the light novel series. And yes, this year Sao has fallen. Anyway, starting from behind, starting at number 10, you have No Game No Life. Hopefully if you're watching this, you've gotten the treat of actually seeing the series plus the movie. If you think about it, it's already been, what, 4 years since Madhouse did the anime? Still, this series is going strong. So come on Madhouse, season 2 when? Getting into number 9, hey, Sao. And yes, we're actually gonna look at the list from last year a little bit later. I'm actually not too surprised to see Sao falling down. Technically, they did have the Sao movie last year, although the anime series ended, what, in 2014? It's been quite a while. Now with Sao Alicization, I do expect sales to pick up once again. Next up at number 8, Classroom of the Elite. The name may sound familiar, but it actually got an anime adaptation last year. And to be honest, I'm not sure why this is popular. Let me be fair and say that I've only seen the anime version, and god, that was boring as hell. So if you are a fan of this series, definitely let me know if the light novels are better. Anyway, getting into number 7, Sao Progressive. So what's this? Sao is actually twice on this list. So yes, this actually might be the reason that Sao is not number 1. You pretty much have the vote being split. In case you haven't heard of Sao Progressive, I'm sure whether you were a fan of Sao or straight out hate it, both of these guys definitely would agree that they wanted to see the whole Aincrad story, just Kirito and friends going floor by floor up until the very end. That's pretty much what Sao Progressive is. Unsurprisingly, it is freaking popular. If only Reki sped up releasing these. Let me just mention that if you did enjoy the first half of Sao, I would highly recommend this series. Next up at number 6, the Ryuo's work is never done. To be honest, this might be the only series here that I am not familiar with. The premise is supposed to be about this super talented shogi player, the top one in the world. He's even got the title of the Dragon King. It actually got an anime adaptation this year, so who knows if this was really popular, or if the anime just really helped the sales. Next up at number 5, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. If you're at all an anime fan, I'm sure you've at least heard about this series airing right now. It's gotten surprisingly popular. Keep in mind that a lot of these sales are coming before the anime adaptation since it just started. For me, it's one of the series I haven't been able to jump into yet. If you have seen it, let me know if it is worth watching. Next up at number 4, this one should sound familiar, ReZero. For this one, really no surprise to see this on here. I mean, the anime was a colossal hit back in 2016, just 2 years ago. Ever since then, ReZero has been at the top of the charts. Speaking of which, ReZero has also been a colossal hit in terms of sales, merch sales that is. You see REM everywhere. So it's not really a matter of if this is getting a season 2, but when. A few months ago they did release the ReZero OVA special. My review on that is out, by the way. Getting into the top 3, the Irregular Add Magic High School. At this point, really no surprise to see this on the list. It's been at the top of the charts for the past few years. If you are a fan of this series, definitely let me know how it's going. I do wonder what's going on with the anime situation for this one. Next up at number 2, KonoSuba. Just like ReZero, no surprise to see this on the list. If you haven't gotten a chance to get acquainted with Kazuma, Darkness, Megumin, and the useless Aqua, definitely treat yourself. Just like for ReZero, there's no question about whether this is gonna get another season, but when. Unfortunately, nothing official has been announced, although KonoSuba is getting a movie next year. This year, KonoSuba even got a cameo in the ReZero special. That was pretty nice. Then taking the crown for number 1, OverLord, over 800,000 sales. For this one, I'm going to turn into Mr. Unpopular. I've seen this getting so much attention this year, which is not a surprise seeing the season 2 that was split over the year. But let me just be honest and say that I'm not really sure what the appeal of this series is. I do like the concept, a lot actually. The anime, however, let's just say that I feel that it's lost potential. And let me not get started on the fricking CG usage. Either way, let me not crap on this series too much, it is number 1. If you are a hardcore fan of the series, definitely let me know if the light novels are better. I did hear the anime cut out a lot. Either way, at the beginning of this, I did mention that Sao got dethroned, although if you do add up the sales of both series, pretty much tied. We'll see what happens next year. Let me actually quickly mention something about the top figure. It's only at about 800,000. Compare that to the king of manga, One Piece being at what, 8 million? I do wonder what the reason is for such a huge difference. Are there less readers? Are more people buying on digital compared to physical when you're comparing to manga? Are there just more options and hence competition when it comes to novels? Anyway, switching gears, let's compare this to 2017. Last year, SAO was king at number 1, and then you have KonoSuba right below it, which was pretty much tied with ReZero at number 3. I do like how the top 3 are pretty much isekai series. It does look like light novel sales pretty much still got hidden sales too, just like manga, not even cracking 1 million this year. The one that really got fortunate seems to be OverLord. OverLord pretty much doubled its sales, which really means that season 2 that got split over this year definitely helped. For this year, it looks like Your Name, Arrow Manga Sensei, and The Evil Tanya dropped off the list. So here's my quick prediction for next year. I definitely expect SAO to be back on top. The light novel for the final arc just went on sale a few days ago. On top of that, you have about 40 episodes left for SAO Alicization. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if sales doubled. As for other possible surprises, ReZero is getting a second special next year focused on Emilia. Keep in mind there's nothing confirmed yet, but I actually do expect ReZero Season 2 to come out next year, or at least there's a really good chance of it. For KonoSuba, the KonoSuba movie will come out next year, which really just means next year you can see SAO back on number 1, 99% chance, and then ReZero and KonoSuba fighting for the number 2 and 3 spot. But anyway, more important, let me hear from you now. Question of the day. Were you surprised by any of the series on this list? Did you expect OverLord to be at number 1? And how about the positions for KonoSuba, ReZero, or SAO? And do you have your own predictions for next year? Anyway, go ahead and smash that thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, you could expect weekly anime videos like this one. If you're watching, I'm sure you're a fan of Attack on Titan. Go ahead and check out my latest video covering all the mistakes that anime fans make. How many of these are you making? Be sure to hit bell notifications and I'll see you guys later.